Imagine if today you can be told that in order to be allowed to work, in order to be allowed to eat, in order to be allowed to breathe, in order to be allowed to see, in order to be allowed to hear, you need to bark like a dog. You need to go around naked like a dog. You need to eat your own vomit like a dog. You need to sleep with your mother like a dog. You need to sleep with your father like a dog. You need to sleep with your brother like a dog. You need to sleep with your sister like a dog. You need to sleep with your grandmother like a dog. You need to have sex with your grandfather like a dog. You have to have sex with your child like a dog. You have to sleep with your daughter like a dog. You have to have sex with your son like a dog. You have to have sex with your grandson like a dog. You have to have sex with your granddaughter like a dog. You have to have sex with your cousin like a dog. If you don't do that, if you don't behave like a dog, you will never be allowed to work. You will not be allowed to eat. You will not be allowed to breathe. You will have your eyes plugged out. You will have your ears blocked. In order to exist, you have to adopt the lifestyle of a dog. How do you think life will be when you have to behave like a dog in order to be allowed to work, in order to be allowed to eat, in order to be allowed to exist? This is what is happening today. When you are an African and you are told that in order to be able to work, in order to be able to exist, in order to be able to eat, in order to be able to eat, you need to speak French. In order to be allowed to drink, you need to adopt French culture. When you are allowed, you are told as an African that you cannot work, you cannot eat, you cannot see, you cannot breathe, you cannot do anything unless you speak French, unless you adopt French culture. It is the same as you are being told that in order to exist, you must bark like a dog, you must eat your vomit like a dog, you must go around naked like a dog, you must have sex with your mother and father, you must have sex with your grandfather and grandfather, you must have sex with your grandchildren in order to be allowed to exist. Adopting another culture is not different from adopting a dog's lifestyle. When you are told that as an African you have to adopt a British culture, you have to speak English, it is the same as you are being told that in order to exist you must bark like a dog. When you're told that you need to speak French, it's the same as you're being told that in order to exist you must bark like a dog. The same thing, because barking is not your nature, and speaking French is not your nature as an African. Speaking English is not your nature. It's not my nature as an African. When you are told that you have to adopt English lifestyle, you have to use fork and knife when you eat. You have to sit at the table when you eat. You have to wear clothes like English people. You have to exist like an Englishman. It's the same as being told that in order to exist, you must bark like a dog. You must eat your vomit like a dog. You must go around naked like a dog. You must have sex with your mother and father. You must have sex with your grandmother and your grandfather. You must have sex with your daughter and your son. You must have sex with your grandson and your granddaughter. It is the same. When you adopt other people's lifestyle, it's the same as when you adopt a dog's lifestyle. When you adopt other people's culture, it's the same as you are adopting a dog's culture. And even if you can bark like a dog, you can eat your vomit like a dog, you can go around like a dog, you can have sex with your parents and grandparents, you can have sex with your children and grandchildren, you will never be a dog. So which means you will still be short of a dog, because first you don't look like a dog, you don't have hair like a dog. Then you will always be a sub-dog. That is why as Africans we are sub-Europeans, we are sub-French, we are sub-English, we are subordinate to them. That is why we are inferior to them, because no matter how you can try to live the lifestyle of a dog, you will never be a dog. No matter how you can try to live the lifestyle of Europeans, you will never be Europeans. In order to be people, to be who you are, to establish ourselves, in order to exist, in order to be fully human, we have to live our own life. We have to speak our own languages. We have to follow our own culture. Because no matter how much you try to be a dog, you will never be a dog. No matter how much you try to be a Frenchman, you will never be French. How much you try to be an Englishman, you will never be English. That's like, no matter how much you try to be a dog, you will never be a dog. We have to live our own life. That is how we can be fulfilled as human beings. That's why we can fully establish ourselves as human beings. That's why we can live as equals with French. We can live as equals with English people. We should stop adopting their lifestyle. They live in Africa for many years. They never even use our names. Yet they demand that we use their names. It's like calling yourself a dog when you're not a dog. Referring yourself or giving yourself an English name or a European name, any French name, it's like calling yourself a dog when you're not a dog. We have to use our names that have meanings to us. Stop using other people's names and stop calling ourselves dogs. Now I'm asking people, workers all over the world, you have to start to mobilize. Sit together, talk to each other, find out each other's problem, find out what people want, write them down, define your own lives, live by own experience. You don't need a degree to know that you're hungry. You don't need a diploma to know that you are thirsty. You don't need a doctorate to know that you need to breathe. In that way, we don't need employers in order to know that we need to work. We don't need the employers to know that we need to satisfy our needs. We have to stand up. As an African, we don't need a white man to know that you are hungry. You don't need a white man to know that you are thirsty. You don't need a white man to know that you need to breathe. That is natural. We need to make politics serve human beings, not human beings serve politics. When we are slaves, we are serving politics. Politics is not serving us. We need to stand up on our own. We need to do on our own. We need to lead our own life. We need not slave masters to lead us. We need not employers to lead us. We have to get equal payment. We have to get total ownership of the business. In order if you are hungry, you don't need to feed a dog in order to get fulfilled, to get food. To full your stomach. If you are thirsty, you don't need to give air to the employer. When you are thirsty, you don't need to give water to the employer. You must drink water yourself. You must eat food yourself. You must wash yourself when you are dirty. You don't need to wash the employer. Therefore, it is important that all workers must have total ownership or an equal ownership of the businesses where they are working.